Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. We're live. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day as usual. We're back with another tier list. I haven't even told. I'm here with Squid, and I haven't even told him what it is. How's it going?
I have no idea what the fuck we're doing today.
He has no idea what it is, and I made this one because somebody made a TikTok, and I'm not trying to expose them at all. That's not what this is about. I'll go ahead and tag them whenever I make a short of this, but they made a statement. I was like, all right, we got to talk about this. I got to make a tier list. So the tier list for today is TV dads. And you probably already know who's on this list. We have everybody that you could possibly think of on this list. All right, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to the porn ads in the right corner. I thought it'd be kind of cool to go for
hot milfs in your area.
Hot milfs in your area. Let's go ahead and put the worst fathers first. I think that's going to... Instead of going one at a time, let's put the worst father. And I'm going to start the worst one off, and I think you might agree with me. There's two of the worst fathers on here. Who do you think they are? I'll let you pick. Like, who do you think I'm thinking of? Worst fathers. Like, D-list fathers.
I'm pretty sure you're thinking of Randy. And how many are you thinking of?
I'm just thinking of two of the worst right now. Just the two worst.
Probably Randy... And I'd say Stan, probably. I see you're missing Hank Hill, though.
Stan? Where's Stan at?
From fucking American Dad.
Oh, I didn't even see him. Oh, man. Okay. All right. There's three worse then. There's one more. I didn't even think of him. He's terrible.
Is it Homer or is it someone else?
Oh, I didn't even... God damn, there's some bad fathers here. All right. So
Peter?
Yes, I was thinking of Randy Marsh and Peter Parker. Peter Parker, him too. Terrible father.
To be fair, any animated dad is a fucking terrible dad, except for the Proud Family dad and fucking Bob.
So the reason I'm making this TikTok, it was the girl said the number one greatest father in any TV show was Bob's Burgers. Now, he is going to be on the list high, but I'm not going to put him at number one. I'm not even going to put a number one on here, but I'm not going to put him even on the S tier list, and I'll explain my reasoning. So first off, let's go ahead and get these D-listers out. So Randy, I think, is the worst father ever.
He's like a good dad, but a very shitty dad more than anything.
There's never been a time where he was a good dad.
When he comes up and fucks up those kids in paintball in the new season for Stan.
Well, hey, no spoilers. No spoilers.
How has nobody seen it yet? It's been out for a while.
Okay, I haven't seen it. But
my God.
Over the last, how many seasons there?
Shitty fucking dad.
He is so bad. So he's...
Especially ever since Integrity Fall. Honestly, ever since the fucking, what is it? The You're Getting Older episode when everything starts to sound like shit and Stan figures out he has Asperger's.
Yeah, all of it.
That's when, Randy really started to show him being an ass.
Well, even from the very beginning, he wasn't even a main part of the show for me. I stopped watching South Park, I was, kind of okay for a while. It started getting kind of away from me, and then Randy came about. And I just fell in love with this character. But he is he's so hilarious, but he's just a shitty father. I can't think of all the shitty things he's done to Stan.
So many.
Let's see which one stands out to you. I think the one where he takes over the Guitar Hero scene where he's doing meth, but it's the Guitar Hero. That was Heroin Hero. The drinking. I mean,
the freemium one. Whenever he's talking shit to Stan, he's like, I don't have an addiction. This is a wine pairing with beer pairing, and he's doing them all, shaking his head and just downing all of them.
There's so many of the incidents. Okay, so he's one of the worst. And then you're right. Do you remember the episode where Stan? Or it's not Stan. It's a Stan. Is that his name? What's the son's name? I haven't seen American Dad in a while. No, Steve. Okay, yeah, it is Stan. Okay, so Stan
Smith.
Stan Smith. Yes, when he bullied his son.
Oh my God. Then there's the one where he fucking I've seen the clip where he basically is controlling his prom date and he's grinding on stage.
Oh yeah, I have seen that clip. Yeah, okay, so
shit's so funny.
Okay, so yeah, he's bad. Homer Simpson tries to kill his son every instance. He's always choking him. So let's just put him there. I haven't really watched The Simpsons except the movie and some clips here and there, but he's known for choking his son. And Peter Griffin, I think, probably is the worst father ever.
Bro, he is so fucking idiotic, and the shit he does to Meg, and then like, I guess he's cool with Chris, but then Stewie he fucking shits on, and then Meg he literally shits on.
There have been so many things he's done. Do you remember the time where Meg and Chris like injure Stewie and his head's all split open, and then they try to get the dad to or Peter to make it look like he did it. He goes, "I got one more plan." And he tosses Stewie behind Lois's car. Like there's just been so many things. Who let you back in the house?
the one where they come into the fucking house and they're locked up in the attic safe, and Meg's there, and he's like, "We have your son," and he's like, "It's our daughter." He goes, "Really?" And then whenever she comes in the room, she fucking smacks him with the bat. Oh, sorry, Meg, you scared me.
Oh, yeah. And then he's like, "Not that mustard, the better mustard. Meg, the better mustard." And she's all getting kidnapped. So, yeah, hands down, these are the 4 worst fathers. We can all agree on there. Let's go to the next level one. I want to say that I've never seen Love and Married too much. I just remember him kind of married with children, whatever. I've only seen clips of it. It came on like at 4 a.m. for me growing up. But what's his name? Paul? No.
Paul Bundy.
Paul Bundy. That's right. It's something Bundy. I know that. Mr. Bundy. Whatever. He's just always insulting his kids. Like I just don't think he's a good father.
I will say this: fucking core fucking memory of my parents in the morning getting ready for school, and they had this playing in like their room and shit. I watched this show. I don't remember fucking damn near any of it. I just remember the show and like how Futurama made fun of it and they had him come back. Because if you didn't know, fucking the chick who plays Leela, also in Sons of Anarchy, the mom.
Oh yeah.
I'm blanking on her name right now.
Yeah.
She plays the mom.
She plays the mom. Yeah, she plays the mom. That's correct. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she's good. I forgot she is the voice actor. Yeah. So all I remember is him insulting his kids, but it's been a while. The other one I want to put on this list on the lowest. I want to put Oscar. Go ahead.
Why the fuck is Walter White not in D?
I'll get to that in a little bit when I put his ass in B.
Bitch.
All right. Okay, we can talk about it. Walter White to me is a misunderstood character. He has terminal cancers and realizes the whole reason he does it in the beginning. He has terminal cancer and he realizes. Sorry, spoiler alerts. If you haven't seen, you watch it.
Who the fuck hasn't seen Breaking Bad?
It's such a good show. Terminal cancer, and what does he decide to do? He knows he can't cover the rest of his son's life. His son who has what is it, polio? Muscular dystrophy. Muscular dystrophy. He has that. Great actor, by the way, both of them. I mean, he's so good.
I fucking love Hank.
Oh man, he's so good. Hank is good too. Aaron Paul is good. They're all great in that show. But so he initially does this crazy outlandish idea to make meth for his family to eat beyond his grave.
Okay, listen.
Go ahead.
Listen, I agree. Look at it at that standpoint. Yes, his intentions were right. His intentions were, I guess, pure. But throughout the fucking seasons, he just disregards everything. Because Jesse even tells him, "Dude, you made it. Now what are you gonna do?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know." And he's like, "Let's cook some more meth." And they go back to it, and it's like, "Dude, no." And he just destroys Jesse's life.
Yeah, Jesse's not.
His character's destroyed because of him.
Jesse's not his son, though. Okay.
No, but Jesse looked up to him like a dad. You can see that after season 1.
I would agree with that since we're talking father figures. Uncle Phil is on here too, so
even his son at the end wanted nothing to do with him.
Agreed. And at the end, though, like his intentions were pure in the beginning, but it also got very all like toward him. He even admits it toward the finale. Where he talks to his ex-wife, and he's like, I just want you to know I did this all. And she goes, if you say you did this all for me, he goes, I did this for myself. And he explains everything after that. But, yeah, Walter White, I guess we'll put him in C. Because I think he does, he loves his family. He loves them. Now, go ahead, sorry.
I'll say if you had 2 pictures of him, you had like bald Walter White, and then you had like hair Walter White, okay, then we can put that one higher. That's like first, second season Walter White. But anything past that shit, fuck no, he's down.
All right, I'll put him in C though. But he's not like these 4. These bottom 4 only care about themselves.
But he does some shit.
Yeah, he does do some shit.
Seriously, dude. If y'all haven't watched this,
hey! You said you wanted hair? You wanted hair?
Nah, bro. Hal goes up.
We'll
He goes up.
We'll talk about how. We'll talk about how. Okay, all right. I like this. We'll leave him at C. That's fine. All right.
Okay, but as I was saying, if y'all haven't seen this, I'm sorry if we ruined anything, but if you enjoy this, go watch that show. It is phenomenal. One of the best shows I've ever seen. And I'll admit, I didn't watch it till I think maybe last year, the year before. I was sleeping on it too. Way worth it.
It's great. It's amazing. My mom's watching it right now. It's kind of funny.
Hell yeah.
She's all, what happened? She's asking me questions. I can't tell you, Mom. Ruin it. So the next person I'll put on there is the father from the '70s show. I don't even know his name.
Ed Foreman?
Yeah, I just think he's always insulting his kids. I don't know. Well, if you watched it from, I've only seen a couple episodes. I haven't dived deep into it.
You've never watched the whole show? Oh, dude, it's a great show. It dies a little bit towards the end seasons, but like for like the first half and a little bit more, it's amazing show. So funny, great, incredible fucking cast, classic show. But you have to remember, Red fought in the war. He's one of those stereotypical '70s style dads. He works, the mother stays at home and cleans. You know, the family style.
Yeah.
And so he does that tough love on his kids and his son because his daughter's precious to him and doesn't do anything wrong. But Eric fucks up on everything. And he's hard on him, but he does love him. And there's instances in the show where you see that. But
so, okay.
Ed Foreman is good.
All right, so what are you thinking? B?
Yeah.
All right, I'll put him on B.
Because, yeah, he does his own shit when he doesn't, like, understand, you know, Eric and shit. But he does his best. Like, yeah, he's a good dad. I think he's a good dad.
All right, so I've never watched the Game of Thrones. For anyone shits down my throat, I've never watched it. I've only seen a few, like season 1. I don't even know who this nerd is right here.
That's the fucking. Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, so I'll let you pick his ranking because I don't know where he is, and if you want to make an argument, I'm not going to argue for it because I don't know. Yeah. Okay, where would you put him?
I think this dude's a true one. Right. I would say B, maybe A. From what I remember of the show.
All right, he's going to B.
He did everything he could for his kids.
All right, he's going B then. All right, Oscar Proud, he almost belongs in D.
I never really watched Proud Family.
I'm going to put him at C just because he provides for the family. He's a good father most through, but he always kind of like, to me, it always seemed like he only cared about his business. Even though it's not true, he was always mean to like the grandma, and you know, it's just like he's not
that classic trope though, where you hate the mom.
Yeah, agreed. But still, I'll put him there.
I get you.
Let's see. Is this Ray Romano right here?
Is he a dad? I never watched Everybody Loves Raymond.
I never watched. My mom watches it, so I'm just gonna throw that one away. Get it off the screen.
Sorry, Ray.
Sorry, Ray. All right. So now let's start getting into these fucking god tiers right here. My A list is gonna be pretty big. So I'm gonna start off with
Bob is S tier, and if you don't, I will fight you.
Bob?
Yes.
He's not S tier. I'll explain why in a little bit. Okay, so let's start off with Tim Allen. I don't know his name in the show. He was a pretty good father, though, if I remember correctly.
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement, that was the show, yeah. He was definitely a good father. I think throughout he was a good father, from what I remember. Yeah. He always talked to the neighbor about like problems with the family and stuff. He was a relatively good father. This guy from this show, whose name I can't remember, but I remember he's an amazing father.
Which show?
He comes out.
Is it Fresh Off the Boat?
Fresh Off the Boat, yeah.
I've never seen it.
He moved his whole family to start his dream business, and he's just really there for his kids. He's always a good father. He actually might be B. I'll put him B because I don't think he's going up and above. Like when I think of father figures, I don't think of him. Terry Crews, everyone hates Chris. Everybody hates Chris. A tier. A tier. Honestly, I want to put him in S tier because
I'd put him in S.
He is just the most amazing father. Like
he does everything for them.
He works 2 jobs, like to put food on the. He's always there for them.
2 jobs.
And just like the episode where like Chris was getting robbed or getting like bullied by that adult, which we don't talk about. When his dad found out, he was like, "What are you gonna do? Call the police?" He was all, "Yeah, I'm gonna call the police." But on myself or something like that, because he had the bat. He was like, "You gotta worry about me," and he had the bat, and he was like, I'm gonna be in your dreams, and like it was just like he's just a great father, and he's definitely somebody that like you can look up to because he really does work hard. Um, let's go into
So,
Uncle Phil, man. Uncle
bro,
Phil.
S.
If we're thinking about father to Carlton and Ashley and them, then I'll put him at S, but mainly
Even though
because
Will, man.
yeah, even because he really was he outshined on that one scene where Will's father left him. He really did shine as a father when he got Will's money back for the gambling and the poker or the pool, when he broke out Lucille, like he's up and beyond a great father. So you're right. I will put him at S. All right. Roseanne, John Goodman. I don't really remember him being a terrible father.
I really watched Roseanne.
Same. It doesn't get too deep. I've seen some episodes where he has heart to hearts. I'll put him at C because I really don't know, and I don't just put Ray at D because I don't remember either. Modern Family, I never watched, but I've seen this guy. He makes me laugh. I guess B.
I watched a little bit. From what I remember in the shows, he was always trying to be a good dad. Of course,
Alright.
everybody has their fuck ups, but I would say B.
All right, now let's get into these goddamn goats. Boy Meets World. This is the best father I think I've ever seen depicted in a Disney Channel show, or whatever whatever show he was on. I remember that.
Disney Channel.
I remember on Disney Channel, but I think it was through ABC. I'm not really sure, but he was such a good dad, not only to Corey, but to Sean. A Sean who lost his father. He stood up for him against big things, like he was there when Sean almost joined a cult. He does have one part that I didn't like. There's an episode where Sean and Corey are drinking, and it was Corey's idea. Corey just broke up with Topanga like early on season. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched that. So there's a scene where he's yelling at Sean, like, "You put my son in. I don't want y'all hanging out no more." And then Corey's like, "No, Dad, I'm the one that did it. I'm the one that brought the alcohol." So that, but I just feel like he was just scared for his own kid at that point, which doesn't make him a bad father. All right, okay, what do you think? A. What would you put him?
I'll take A.
How
is a goat.
He's such a good father in the sense he's not a good person. He's not necessarily a good person, but I think he's always pure in his intentions. There were some episode where he kind of was like going on his own, like going rogue on his own, like where he was just doing things for himself. Like whenever he's like joins like the speed walking group.
That was a pettiness. I love that.
And he's like watching like the speed walking techniques and like what's his little one, the son's name, the youngest one. He's like, he's like, can we watch something else? And he's like, no, we gotta watch this. And he's like, but overall, I think he was a good father, and he raised 4 boys. And I think any parent that has to raise 4 boys as of that caliber, yeah, they're definitely got to be A tier. Okay.
Fucking goofy. Yucks.
Oh my god, dude. Goofy's A.
S.
Or S, my bad, S, yeah. God.
If you don't cry watching fucking
The Goofy movie, yeah.
you're not human.
1 and 2, actually. I like both of them.
Shouldn't Goofy movie also, yeah.
Yeah, but 1, man, like going across the country and
when he has that fucking little doll at the work. Oh my god.
yeah. Oh man, and whenever he really is the depiction of what a good father is. Man quit his job to go better his education, to provide for his son. I mean, he must have did something right also, because Max went to college. I mean, he made like the X team, and there was a lot of things that he did. He was always there for his son. And we don't even know what happened to the mom. I don't think they ever talk about that.
No, but we remember that fucking librarian. We don't forget that.
Oh, yeah, we don't forget that. But I do think that he was a good father, and I know that he really loved his son.
Yeah.
Oh, man. R.I.P. R.I.P. to the greatest TV father the world has ever seen, Danny Tanner. Danny Tanner, to me, is monumental in his fathering. Man lost his wife after his last born, and he knew he couldn't take on the responsibility of being a full-time father. So what did he do? He brought in his brother-in-law and his best friend to come stay with him. So we could easily put Jesse and his buddy, I forget his buddy's name,
Yeah.
Dave Collier, up on this list. as S tier because they were all great father figures to the girls. But Danny Tanner is the best father, and anyone that argues that is missing out on the mark because he really was a good father. He really was the one. He raised his three girls. I mean, they all went on to do amazing things. And there was a lot of episodes where he was the one. Like there was an episode where Stephanie went up to a makeout party. And I remember she was afraid to call her dad. He ends up showing up, and he looks like a father that I would call when I'm in trouble. I would call that guy and be like, "Hey, I fucked up. Can you please pick me up?" I think he would drop everything for his girls and do that. So I definitely would put him. He is the epitome of what you think the poster child of fathers in TV, in my opinion. So that's my argument.
I agree.
Bob. Everyone thinks Bob should be S tier. You and the TikTok, I'll tag her in this. Think he should be number one. Now, granted, I would love to put him on S tier. I would love to put him in S tier. But the truth is that there's been times where his fathering was questionable. Like why do the kids work there? Why do they work at the restaurant? Because he doesn't want to play, he can't afford to play an employee. He told that to Mickey on the episode where Mickey tries to rob the bank or whatever across the street. That, it's to save money. Not only that, he constantly says, "You guys are terrible. You're all so terrible." I know it's humor, but come on, you can't tell your kids that. They're gonna pick up on that. I mean, they're at such a impressionable age. And there's been a lot of times that make me question whether he should be S. But other than that, I think he is a good father. He does support his kids throughout the entirety of their whatever they want, whatever they're doing. I mean, remember the episode where Tina joins Capoeira and he helps her out? Like, there's so much. So I do think he's a good father and relatively a good person as well. Now, if we're talking TV moms, Linda Belcher, S tier.
You dead S tier.
Greatest mom, especially animated. She's just an all-around good mom. She'll fight for her kids. She'll stick up for kids. So Bob stays at A tier. So in my opinion, number one dad goes to Danny Tanner. I know it's his tier list, but I'm going to give him number one no matter what. All right. Any other, you got anything to say, Squid?
I agree with that. Seems solid.
Solid tier list, guys, right here. Another, go ahead and comment if you want me to do a tier list from others. I'll probably do one anyways because I enjoy this stuff. All right, guys. Let me know if you guys think, comment down below if you think I messed up anywhere, and I can make a TikTok, arguing over TV fathers because there's not enough things to argue about in this world. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Bye.